Good morning to all of you. So we have got a request here, and this time is quite tricky. Person who wrote me this email, he said that he has some names over here. I guess he was talking about some company names, his clients. So I have prepared a dummy data and have written some names here. And what he wants to do is he wants to keep a check because he sends this file to a number of people, and he wants to ensure that nobody should be able to do the doubling, in the data, which means that a same name cannot be repeated again and again. For example, as you see that in this table I have the Elvis. So the moment if somebody writes here Elvis, try to write, or I don't know what exactly is the situation, but he said that he wants a kind of a validation, a constraint that if somebody is writing Elvis again, he should not be able to add it, right? So we have a solution for that. What you can do is what we'll use is we'll use the data validation. You'll use data validation with a formula which will use the CountIF, right? So what we want is that we say that every name has to be counted using the CountIF function, but their count should always be 1. It should not be greater than 1, right? So I assume that you guys know CountIF function. I'm not gonna talk about the CountIF. So CountIF and the data validation are the two requirements. In case if you do not know, still you can watch this video because it is not something very hard to understand, right? So CountIF, what we are going to do is CountIF has a 2 parameters, range and criteria, and this is going to be my range, and the criteria is this name, right? This point in time, so it is going to give me the count 1. Let us freeze this range, put the dollars here, and let us keep A2 open so that next time it should count for the Alan, right? So I'm going to drag this formula. Now you see every name is counted in this entire range, and the count says that 1. The moment I'm writing here, let's say let me write my name Ajay, and if I press enter, you see this number will be changed 2 and 2. Why? Because Ajay is now coming twice, right? Similarly, if I write some, let's say Always, then this number will also be changed, and again if I write Always, this number is going to be changed. So the idea behind is that not to this formula, whenever this formula should execute, it should not give me a value greater than 1, right? That is what we are going to do here. And so let me change first this data back to its original position, and we can copy this. You can copy this formula. I'll tell you where you need to plug in this, so just copy this for now, okay? And now select this entire range and go to your this or data and data validation, or you can do Alt DL. Alt DL is a shortcut key, right? Alt DL, I'm repeating again, D for Denmark, L for Louisiana, right? So you can do this. The pop-up will come. Just go to the settings, right, and say that custom. Okay, now here you will write your formula and paste this formula. Okay, so I'll say equals to CountIF this and equals to 1. So that's what the formula should be, and in case error alert, what exactly you want the error to be, to come out, so you can create your own error as well. Otherwise Excel will throw its own error, right? So you have the 3 options here. Stop warning information. If you want to do this stop, then this kind of a picture, this cross sign would come. If you say the warning, then the warning would be like this something, and if you say the information, then information sign would be coming there. So I'll just come on that later. First check that whether this formula is working or not. So let's press OK, right? So let me enter my name again here, Ajay, and let's check. Okay, so I'm getting the error. You see, the value you entered is not valid. A user has a restricted value that can't be entered into this cell. So do you want to retry? Yes, I want to retry. So I can now, I'll have to forcefully change this name. Only then I will be able to enter, right? Similarly, if you see that if you write Alan, it is not going to allow me. Right now you can even change this error, because this is something by default the error which would come from the Excel side. So user with whom people with whom you are sharing this file, they may not understand this error. So you can simplify the error further. What you can do is you can go to the data validation, and here in your this settings, so just check that the no formula exists here because of the fact that we haven't selected the range. Now data validation, all DL, and here now you're getting this formula. And in case if you want to delete this validation, you can delete it from this clear all, right? So now what it'll say is error alert will say that title, let's say you can write your number, contact me, and you can give your number over here so that the person can call you in case if he wants to take your help. Error message, you cannot enter same name again, try some other name or call on the above given number, which is your number, right? You can write whatever. That's that's something which is exactly, it entirely depends upon you, right? So now let's try to enter this name. So I'm going to enter Ajay again, and now this time you see you have this contact me, your number is displaying here, and you can see that this is a warning letter and warning message, and you see you cannot enter the same name. So whatever the error message you had given there, so it is there. Now there is another thing which I would like to tell, and this is something which is a tip for this watching for this video, right? This has nothing to do with this requirement which a person has asked, but all of you who are watching and including the person who wrote me this email, there is a good thing which I'm gonna tell you, that you see so far if I'm trying to enter name, let's say Always is already there, so if I press enter, it is not allowing me to enter the same name. And you might be in a situation where you want that the pop-up should come, the alarm should be there, right? The warning should be there that okay, so you are entering something which is already there. Would you still like to enter the value, right? And you can. In this case it is not allowed, right? You really cannot enter this now Always name again. Excel will not allow you to do that. But what if you actually want to put a warning, and after that you just want to leave all this on the user, whether he or she wants to add that number again, or whether he or she doesn't want to add the number or name, whatever, right? So you can do that. What you can do is just select this range again and go to the data validation. Now this time when you have this error alert, what you'll say is you'll say the information instead of the stop, right? And you can write this information and you can change this. Maybe you can change something like this, that entry is going to be repeated if you do this, right? So press OK. Now see what will happen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write here Alan, right? Alan is already there in my database, so I'll press enter. Now check this. Entry is going to be repeated if you do this. If you press cancel, then Alan will not be added, but if you press OK, then Alan will be added, right? So we have got the two Alans here. So this is how you can manipulate these warning and the information and the rest, whatever you you were able to see there. Let me just show you again, and then I'll stop the video. So you can always check the best option of your own choice depending upon your requirement, right? Similarly, you can do this input message as well. When cell is selected, show this input message. So it means when you select the cell, what kind of a message you want to retrieve, right? This is, you can say that these validations are done by admin, so it has some limit. These valid or I would say that these validations applied to you, okay? And input message, you can write anything, that this is to keep data neat and clean. You can write whatever you want, right? So I'll just press OK, and now you see this will appear here. So whenever you select any cell, this will have the information. So that's it for now. I hope you liked the video, and this is my email ID. As usual, at the end of the video I always share my email ID. Let me know in case if you have any concerns. If you're looking for some Excel help, or maybe the Excel training classes, you can join me and we can talk on that. So thank you so much guys, and have a very good day. God bless you all. Bye bye.